election where them do. We still they wait for the change. All the promise when they make, they don't be like say that fake. Where the money, where the food. As everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain. We don't tire to complain. I see the bad way you've been doing. You don't turn Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. And take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you. Let Nigeria no go scatter for your head. Yes, sir. After the election where them do. We still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, they don't be like saying a fake. Where the money, where the food. Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, the tears and pain. We don't tire to complain. No employment for the youth. And security no improve. Inflation don't they hit the roof.
Hello, and welcome to Harry today. In fact, I'm just going to run it like that. So from wherever you are watching me from, this is Mayegun, and to all my friends all over the world, good evening, and welcome to the moment of truth again. So it's a pleasure. I finished early, so it's a pleasure joining you today or tonight. So if you read the caption of the broadcast, you can make your own contribution, make your contribution underneath there. I'll read your comment. I'm going to bring up my bigger screen. So I'll read your comment and I'll respond. Maybe at some point, we will likely take calls. So, Diaspora Radio has been registered. That's the good news. And my topic tonight is going to be channeled towards the young people in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So as usual, it's going to be blunt. It's going to be blunt in the sense that sometimes when we want to tackle a problem, it is better to tackle it from the root. So that if we have to uproot it and kill it, then we won't have to worry about the lapses of such bad plans within the people. I am Mayegun. There's nothing special that I do on Mayegun's diary. Okay? There's nothing special. There are better people out there who are dealing with different things, their own time. But I have come to learn something. That if you are good at something, there are better people than you. And you can only get better. By what? By associating with the best, those who are better than you. I learned that when I got into this country. Then something happened. They say if you are enjoying something and you are not paying for it for free, just know that someone is paying for it. You may not know. So in the course of my own research, I realized that those who have been able to make real political difference in human history ever, those who actually succeeded more, were those who utilized information platforms founded by themselves. And I have examples, and I'm going to base it in Nigeria just to bring your mind to how these things work. When the likes of Obafemi Awolowo late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, when they felt like it was an insult for the Yoruba land to be led by complete strangers in the name of Nigeria, they came together and they said they were going to seek for independence. It wasn't everyone that was interested in independence at the time. Some people called the likes of Awolowo jokers. They called them nobodies. What do you mean? Are you saying you are more intelligent than the Obas and the powerful Obas in Yoruba land at the time? Many of them who were of the age mate of Awolowo supported him. Many of them who were not of his age at the time, they felt threatened because it was more or less like, oh, is he coming to be the new leader? It was that challenge at the time. Nothing new. But Awolowo succeeded. I researched. How did this succeed so much that people in Yoruba land believed so much in Awolowo and his team politically then that when Awolowo brought free education, it wasn't because Yoruba land had money or they stockpiled some money. They were just coming out of agreement of self-rule. So Awolowo was premier. How did this survive? It all started from London when Awolowo came to UK on a scholarship to study law. From here, he met others who are probably better than him as well, or of equal. And they decided to begin to disseminate information, their ideas, their own ways of how the society should be. They began, at that young age, they began visioning what it should look like in Yoruba land. So when they go back to Nigeria, in order to let the people back home know what they could do or what they could achieve if they are independent on their own, if they are not relying on any other authority other than their own authority that they actually birth by themselves. Do you know what Awolowo did? Awolowo started Tribune. He didn't just start Tribune. The purpose of Tribune was Yoruba land breaking up from Nigeria. That was the reason why they started Tribune. The whole purpose of Tribune then was to ensure that Yoruba land were informed enough so that when they stand anywhere to discuss about breaking away from Nigeria, they will be sounding logical, intelligent, because they know what they are talking about. What was that? Information. There was no social media. Awolowo started a media platform called Tribune. Immediately, Awolowo succeeded in taking over the Western region government with his own team of other elite Yorubas at the time, young people. When they gained power, they further promoted all the ideas that they have sold to people, things people were looking forward to, not because there was any money saved by the colonial masters. But guess what? The Yorubas believed so much in Awolowo's policy that they were donating their houses for schools. When Awolowo started their free education, when Awolowo started free education, there was nowhere in the rest of the world where there was any policy like a free education. Nowhere in the world at that time. There were countries from record that had to come to Nigeria to study the Western Nigeria free education policy. Read about it. But how did it succeed? It fed the people with the right information. They were so informed. They knew their right. They knew they were sitting. They know that as much as the people are educated, then the future was secured. Unfortunately, it didn't last. The culture of building the society based on an ideology that an ordinary citizen can stand and say, I'm a Yoruba man. What makes you a Yoruba man? He will tell you, and he will say it with pride. Today, Yorubas in Nigeria are living on old glory. So what happened? It was through right information, through right medium, and people keyed in, and they were ready. When it was time for them to vote for self-rule in 1957, Yorubas voted en masse for self-rule from Nigeria. We were the first, by the way. So we got self-rule before 1960. Now let's come back to why information is so important. When the likes of those they call the Yoruba media today, I'll give you a bit of their background. Why many of them have what? They have defeated the purpose. Why they got in. And I'll tell you why they defeated that purpose. Why many of them today that you call Yoruba media, that you now possibly think they represent Yoruba land because they are this mouthpiece sponsored by the thieves in power. What happened? I think Tinubu saw the same vision. He did the same research. He started and he began investing so much. He didn't just pick up and started buying old, redundant, dead media houses in Yoruba land and even across Nigeria. Tinubu wasn't just buying those old, near dead media houses. He was buying them, changing their names, and he was also, influencing so many writers from other media houses because he understood the power of media. He knew that if the media can drive, if he can control the media to drive the narrative, the 50% of the job is done. And that is the reason why today you say Yoruba media, this media. Why? The people who fund those media are the people that you are all complaining about. So how then can you expect Channels TV to give you good news, to give you authentic news? How would you expect Channels News to tell you the truth when the owner of Channels News belongs to APC? You are just asking for too much. It's never going to happen. If you are getting news, if you are getting content, truth that helps you in making decisions anywhere in the world, if you are getting it for free, it is not free. Someone is paying for it. Thank God for social media. I can turn on my camera and I can get thousands of people watching me. Let's be grateful for that. Before, you will need to build a media house, register it, start hiring people, videographer, writers, people that will be writing according to what you want them to feed the people. And they have readers. Many educated people, economics, politics, religion, they read many things from the media. Television, radio, print, in many ways. Billboard and the rest of that. Who do you think control those things? The people you are angry, you are bitter about. How then would you expect them to give you correct news? So Tinubu ventured in. He was not alone. There are so many other politicians across Nigeria like that. They invested in the media. When Gbenga Daniel, the former governor of Ogun State, when he wanted to take over Ogun State, you know what he did? He started his own media platform. Apart from that, he began influencing because he was Tinubu's friend too. It is a strategy. Wake up. Do not think when it is coming free, right? Then it's all right. It is not. When Gbenga Daniel wanted to be governor of Ogun State, he didn't wait on The Sun, The Nation, The Guardian. He made friends with all their editors and he started his own. So that when those papers write anything about him, he will use his own paper to send another message to the people. He wasn't ready to use social media. Social media is the new shock. Are you with me? So whenever The Nation, whenever his own what they call political enemies are writing anything about them. Sorry, Adebayo, I'm sorry if this is not something you want to watch. Adebayo Anthony Kehinde, my eyes caught your comment. You have been deleted from this platform. So let's keep it clean, okay? They may not like what I'm saying. They may not like it. I don't care if you like it or not. But if I manage to catch your comment saying rubbish, we'll kick you out, okay? And as you are being kicked out, hundreds of people are replacing you immediately. That's how it works. So Gbenga Daniel ensured that. Why? He needed something to keep telling people otherwise. If not, the media will destroy him. Eventually, the media destroyed him. Because at the end of the day, he couldn't use the state fund to fund his Compass newspaper anymore. And he can't use the OGTV anymore. So when Tinubu left power and he amassed so much money, he used that to ensure that today's people you call Yoruba media, editors, they are one way or the other linked to him, even if they never met him one-on-one in their lives. The narrative is the same. Then we decided that, you know what? If we are going to battle them, if we are going to destroy them, Let us go into the country and report things the way they've never been reported before. The life has changed. The world has changed. So, but I understand the frustrated young people. If you see those who are against this, look around you. Check their profiles. They are young people. Are you surprised? Those who are abusing, those who are saying, don't let them use it for propaganda. Do you know why it is better that you fund your own platform? Fund your own platform. I've got mine. I can stay on Mayegun's Diary forever. Thank God. I've managed to engrave, to engrave my name in the heart of so many people beyond all these pessimists. So I can stay here. At the same time, they can shut it down today. They can shut all your favorite Facebook vlog, Facebook platform, all different platforms that you are enjoying today. They can shut them down. You know why? All these children of anger, all these social media bandits, all these Facebook adsmen, all these APC born to suffer criminals, all these Nigerians, what we call them, Nigeria is the what do you call it? Is the jealousy headquarters of the world. Is the bad, as Tommy will say it. Tommy says Nigeria is the headquarters of bad belly in the world. What is wrong with this guy? Why is he feeling so good? For no reason. They are here. They are just part of the numbers. When you look at Mayegun's Diary and you see 1,000 people watching, these Buharidins and the Buharidideris, these programmed, humbled slaves, obedient fools, and sophisticated morons, they are those who make up the numbers. I don't think everyone watching me right now should be here. You know why? Because this is totally against what their politicians have conscripted them into. What their politicians have succeeded over the years to expect all of us to be: humbled, slaves, obedient, fools, sophisticated morons. You know what I mean? That's what they want us to be. When you sound, or you begin to sound outside the box, then they come for you. Look at them. Who are those abusing Mayegun right now? Who are those against Diaspora Radio? Who are those asking stupid questions? Who are those who are raising suspicion? Who are those who are now very much like, oh, he is a Yoruba man? Who are those who are tribalistic about it? They are young people. It is the handiwork of Nigerian politicians. They have destroyed their self-esteem. They have destroyed their trust. They don't trust anybody anymore. They can't trust themselves anymore. It's so bad that we should all be worried for them. And more reason why this is so important. So important. You want a platform that is directly delivered, that is directly delivering these messages. People say, people who need to listen to Mayegun's Diary, they are not on Facebook. What should we do? Should we stay on Facebook? Should we stay on YouTube? What about those who will never have the money to pay for data to watch us? We say that all the time. And my friend said, listen, Mayegun, if you want to create an independent platform, a bigger one, we will fund it. And they proved me right. Look at it. You have shown it to them that it is doable. How did I make that happen? Because I have a track record that is so scarce in today's population of Nigerians who are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. The young people in Nigeria today. That is how destroyed they have succeeded in dealing with people. Oh, he's going to make so much money. It is all about that. That is why you see many of them billionaires, multimillionaires, big boys, big girls, who are driving expensive cars, building new mansions. They are driving expensive cars on a rickety road, on a raggedy road. They are mounting higher fences to protect themselves against those who have no money, who have no food. And they are comfortable with that because all that matters to them is what? The money, the title. Yet, look at them. Who are those against this? The young people. Because the older criminals have succeeded over time. What? To destroy their self-esteem. They know that if you don't have connection, you can never get a good job. If you get a good job, it's a miracle, they call it. I was having a chat with my friend, who is also watching right now, Banshaw. We were having a chat, and we said, this guy is doing so well. He's a fantastic guy, right? He has a very great and fantastic job that ordinarily getting that job alone, you can class it as blessing. But I told him, I said, now, he's going to be given another opportunity that is so greater as well. Then we're having a chat about it. And he said, if this thing work, if this thing is permanent, Mayegun, I'm going to do a Thanksgiving. I was like, great. It was because this is a miracle. I was like, bros, calm down. This will not happen to you if you are not working there. You will never get this if you didn't apply to work there. You are there. The opportunity is available. You are the next person to get it. Now, they are pushing you for it. If you pass it, you get it. If you don't pass it, you are still very much okay with the way you are. Call it miracle, but I call it being at the right place at the right time. Doing the right thing at the right time is the only way you can expect the right result. I have integrity. I am not perfect. Look at me very well. I'm not perfect. I'm hot-tempered. And I'm mainly hot-tempered when I feel like, when I just I'm so crazy about this Nigeria issue. Sometimes, all to myself. I'm that other guy. That your reliable, most trusted guy, but hot-tempered. That you have to be very careful. Do not bring shadiness around Mayegun, and you will be my best friend. It doesn't matter. I don't have to see you. I don't have trust issue, and that is why people trust me. It's a message. Everything I do is a message. Everything I do is an experiment. I don't build an expectation on empty imaginations. I rely mostly on what is visible. And if it's not going to happen, I count them as not their time. It has always been there. Now we have the opportunity of building our own platform that you can sit down and relax and say whatever comes from Mayegun. People who will go in there to research. People who will go in there to bring authentic, verified visual evidence content that will be broadcasted to so many millions of people all over the world. They are not going to do that on Tori Olong, like we say it in Yoruba. I live in an advanced country. I know how things are done here. And it is better it is done the way it is done for you to get the best result that you actually, want. You may have your doubt. That's your problem. You may have trust issue. That is your own headache. But with what we have, Mayegun is a reservoir of talent, knowledge, and so many unimaginable, opportunities. I am a bundle. I'm a package of everything. I'm not a freedom fighter. Do not come onto my platform and start tagging me what I am not. And if your impression is that you have seen, that's why I said some of you are saying, "Oh, Mayegun is Yoruba Nnamdi Kanu." Thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that. But there is no competition here. I don't even get anywhere closer to what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. So there's no competition. Okay? Well, thank you for the compliment, but don't let that get into your head. I am not a freedom fighter. And I keep saying it. Mayegun is a concerned citizen. I know where I come from. And I will continue to use my platform to reach out to as many people as possible because I know that we are all in this mess together. So why should I think local? Why should I think local when I am made global? I mean global. It's a common sense thing. Why do you want me to think local when I am made global? Come on. I am from Yoruba land. The identity is there. I didn't even change the name on the page. The name you know every time you want to talk to me is Mayegun, Mayegun, Mayegun. I could have chosen a very, another name that will make you all curious as, is this guy Yoruba or is this guy something? But I chose Mayegun General, the man that made the world peaceful. And what makes the world peaceful? Truth. Truth that liberate the mind. Exactly. Are you with me? And I have my own money too. To God be the glory. I have my own money. And if we can expand, why not? My friend said, let us expand. I said, why not? Let's do it. If you say, yeah, let's go, then let's do it. And now we are doing it. So we have registered Diaspora Radio International. And I'm so happy that we did it. For those who are genuinely asking me for what is the purpose of Diaspora Radio. Diaspora Radio is not in competition with anybody. The world is now a global village, they call it. The world is now flat. It is no longer round. The world is flat. This is the world I'm holding in my hand. With this device, you can do anything. But when a platform is built, where all you need is just a keyword, password, that takes you straight into your own dashboard on Diaspora Radio platform. And all you need is just what? Log in, sign in, plug in from headquarters in Glasgow. You're already live. And whatever you say from the corner of your room on this, you don't need studio. You don't need, the reason why we need studio headquarters in Glasgow is because there must be a meeting point if we call the place Diaspora Radio. Diaspora means those who are living outside Nigeria. So don't sit down in Nigeria if you don't have an idea of what is going on. Diaspora means Nigerians who are living outside Nigeria. They need information. They need the truth so that we can use them to talk back to those they are sponsoring in Nigeria. Many people living abroad, they have children in Nigeria. They have families they are taking care of. In those of us who are living outside Nigeria, we are spending over $36 billion every year that we send back to our families, friends, businesses, properties, and so many other projects that we send money for. All this money goes into Nigeria economy. How do we give them right information about what is going on so that they can influence those they are sponsoring in Nigeria? Nigerians living outside Nigeria have been subsidizing Nigeria for years. So because we have been subsidizing Nigeria economy for years, that is why your politicians are more lazy and lazy and lazy. It is time for a platform that brings everybody together. When you want to preach a separation, you need more people to listen to you from far and near, from the local, from the villages in Nigeria to the eyebrow of Australia, from the local from the local community of Imo. Let them be able to listen to you while you are sitting right there in your own apartment, right there in Ghana, where you can communicate good messages about your intentions. All you need is what? A platform. That's what my ego is offering. I am not a freedom fighter. Don't tag me that. Okay? More or less like you are trying to undermine, you are trying to make me a fraud. I'm not a fraud, and I'm not going to present myself as what I am not. I am not a journalist either. I don't fight for human rights. Okay? Maybe what I am doing is exposing and protecting rights. Fine. That means I'm helping the job of real fighters, the real human rights fighters, the real liberation fighters. So if you class me as one, it's a compliment, but do not make me a fraud and start making me feel like, yeah, my ego is fighting for us. I'm not fighting for you. I'm creating a platform where we can all come together, listen to ourselves, pass our messages across in different languages in Nigeria to the remotest place that you will never imagine that people can listen to you and hear you. Those who can join us on Facebook. So if you don't understand how that works, it is not my problem. That's your problem. If you have your own suspicion, oh, they can use it for propaganda, that's your own limited understanding. It's your own ignorance. I can't continue to flex it. The dream is real, it's bigger. You can't change it because you have no idea. Now, if you are a Yoruba, you know I'm in support of Oduduwa Republic anyway. Everyone knows that, except those who just want to be cynics, for those who just want to be pessimists, for those who just want to be, foolish as well. But can I help them? Of course I can't help them. But would that stop us from what we are doing? The sign now is that we can actually do it even better than we can imagine. Mayegun's vision is to connect us on an independent platform where nobody can shut you down because of what you posted or what you didn't post. And because you are the one who is putting the money together, we are all putting our money together to do this. So many people are going to get immediate employment because of because of the vital role they will play, strategic roles they are going to play in the structure that will connect all of us together all over the world. So I can sit down here and start listening. You may just not have to listen to Mayegun. All your favorite platform, all your favorite YouTube, social media, Facebook platform, we will encourage them. We will write them. I will encourage to write them personally and say, can you please come on Diaspora Radio? Bring your audience. You don't need to stop your program on Facebook. No. So that whenever Facebook do anything to you, you will never lose your audience. You have more on an independent platform for you. And this time around, it's not just going to be your own audience. It's not just going to be Mayegun's audience. It's not just going to be Simon Ekpa's audience. It's not just going to be Maazin Nnamdi audience, Showore's audience. There will be so many personalities that will take slots from their different locations all over the world that will be speaking to all of us. And of course, how do we keep it running? It is a business idea that is going to turn out to be the biggest thing ever created when this finally, turn out to what we want it to be. But it's a gradual process. So before you know it, I said our target is to one day be able to reach 100 million people. Some idiots, some of them from this, and I know why. Poor education, miseducation, least exposure and all of that, and then some stupidity too. How can you reach 100 million people? Mayegun's diary alone reaches over 35 million people every week. I run this page, okay, and it's not hard to tell. Mayegun's diary page alone, this page you are on right now, reaches over 35 million, between 30 and 40 million people every week. For so many other from all over the world. So if I tell you that we are going to build a platform, an independent platform with our own independent server, come on guys, don't doubt me. All I need is the encouragement from my friends, and they have done so well so far, so good. It is all here, and I've got people who are ready. People are already sending messages asking that they are ready to volunteer to be this, they are ready to do this, they are ready to... I was like, calm down guys, hold on, it's going to be step by step. I submitted the application to register Diaspora Radio International Limited, UK, Scotland, UK. That's what our address will sound like. And by the time we get to our office, you will then know where is the headquarters of Diaspora Radio in Scotland. And you can stop by anytime to say hi to us. You know what I mean now? So my friends have proven. I submitted the application to register the company just few days ago. I think it was on Thursday, and today it got approved. And Diaspora Radio International will go live by the grace of God and those of you who want it to happen. Before September, we will broadcast live from our own office here in Scotland. The lockdown is going to contribute to that long delay anyway, but nevertheless, it is going to be done. I have a caller on the line. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, am I free to speak?
You are free, sir. Go on.
Yeah, I was watching your program, and I'm impressed. I've been watching it from time to time. I live here in United Kingdom. I'm
your name and where you are? Yeah, your name.
In London here. So, I'm Michael. I'm calling from Lewisham.
Michael from Lewisham.
The problem we have about it from Lewisham.
Yeah, please go
London.
ahead. Yeah,
Southeast London.
lovely. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you don't need to worry about people who are not well informed. Every constructive argument is a problem to them. They don't want to hear that. They don't know about it. They have not been to anywhere. So you don't need to worry about this kind of people. A lot of people come to Europe just for the sake of to leave Nigeria and come and gather money. They don't know what is applied here. Are you listening to me?
I'm with you very well.
What I'm trying to say, if we can gather ourselves, people who are well informed, because I can't see somebody living in Europe, when anybody made any kind of contribution, it starts swelling or being unnecessary bias.
It is what the politicians have done. Yeah, the politicians they have destroyed their self-esteem, right? So instead of them having conversation, they're having arguments. So the frustration and all of that is the reason why someone who you don't know from anywhere will just come there and just drop a comment like, where's your own father? What has your father done? You are useless this. You are an idiot. And you don't know them from anywhere. And they're angry at you for just reading your comment. It's what the politicians have done.
It's a really problem with one, especially people from Nigeria.
It's a shame.
And they are not constructive. They are not articulating. They cannot reason. So
they just want to argue.
They do not.
They just want to argue with you. Who is going to win?
Excuse me.
Who is not going to win?
What does he know to argue? What does he know? He doesn't know nothing to argue about. So you don't need to listen to that kind of person. But what I'm trying, if this struggle can only be possible if we can come together, people who can even do research. Then we take a very drastic action. We move straight.
That's
to
right.
where we're supposed to get to.
Yes.
And make if possible we start from world court to drag them there.
Exactly.
This is not every day we on the radio talking. Let's come 20, 30 people is enough. We drag them, get all these people together, all this you know some of your colleagues that is in the media. I know
we need to bring them together, exactly. We need to bring them together. We need to protect all these platforms.
20 is more than enough. I know 2 or 3 in America. If you want to include him Nnamdi Kanu, we include him because sometimes his group Nnamdi Kanu can be articulated, but his group sometimes very embarrassing, very like they have not been to anywhere, they have not even been to school. So I even shouted at him the other time. I was telling him, look, this referendum, this is rubbish. 390 men, Hausa men, we are caught in Eastern region, in Owerri, by army. Army caught them and brought them to police station. In the midnight, 390 people, men together. Where are they going? From where? Who sent them? With the Toyota buses. 35 Toyota buses. This shows you that there's something going on. I told Nnamdi Kanu, this is not this thing you are talking about referendum. You are just completely wasting time.
What do you think it should say then? What do you think it should say if you disagree with the referendum style? Because it was so explanatory why he wants a referendum and he wants to break up. Is to stop all these things too. Because hang on for a minute, right? Sorry. Let me say this. For the sake of those who are listening to us, okay? For the sake of those who are listening to us. Nnamdi Kanu was very emphatic about the referendum or the breakup he's asking for. One of them is that many, among others, was that to stop this influx, to gain back control, and then develop the way it should be, protect the people, was the reason why Biafra need to come. So he was clear about it. So if you disagree with that, right, that I shouldn't be asking for referendum, what other way do you think he should take it to still protect the people if you disagree?
Yeah, we like what happened in Owerri.
Yeah.
390 people were caught in the midnight. I was a Fulani. So
by the Nigerian police, by the Nigerian security, by the Nigerian security who are in control. Go on. Sorry, I think there's a network issue with that at some point. But before I bring you on, sir, please hang on for a minute. Sorry, my caller from Lusham. I got your point, and for the sake of those who are watching us, I just want you to know that the reason why I wanted him to tell us why he disagreed and what he thought should be done. You may disagree with the tone, the way Nnamdi Kanu passes his message. You have the right to. Some of you disagree with the way I pass my message too. But many people agree with them because they are not looking at the way I'm passing them, the content of what I'm passing. Many of them don't belong to you. Many of what we say on these programs don't even directly affect you. Same thing with some of what Nnamdi Kanu is saying too. So now if you disagree, it's very clear. He said, because Biafra land is controlled by Nigerian government, led by the Fulani, according to him, right? Now, for Biafra to be free, to be able to protect their people, bring development, they need to leave Nigeria out of the hand of those who are controlling it in Abuja, like the police, like the military, and every other thing there. They were clear. Let us go. If you let us go, we can stop any influx of Fulani herdsmen. We can stop all the corruption. We can stop the underdevelopment. We can open our sea. We can train our children. We can protect ourselves, and so on and so forth. These are his messages. The way he presents them may be offensive to you. I understand. But did you really look at the messages? I mean, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Mayegun.
Good evening, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
I'm David. I'm calling from Germany.
David from Germany. It's good to have you, brother. Go on.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm a frequent follower of yours.
Thank you.
And you are doing a really great job.
Thank you, sir.
Do not mind those trying to distract you, my brother, because actually, if you have not had the opportunity to leave Nigeria, you will not understand. So ever since I arrived in Europe, sir, I'm now in the light. I was in darkness before. Since I arrived in Europe, my heart couldn't stop pounding for those I left in Africa. Because of the system I left behind is so messed up. So just go ahead, sir. Go ahead. We are all listening to you. You are doing a very great job.
Thank you.
You see, you do not have to sound straight the way people want you to sound. Because you cannot be us. We cannot be you. You can only be you.
That's right.
Present it. In fact, the way you present the programs is what is even attracting me more. You know, every day, whenever you come, or even if I'm at work, I always tune in. To the extent that even I'm having an issue with my wife at home. My woman.
Really?
If you were to be a woman, you would say maybe I'm cheating on her with you. I'm telling you. So continue. You see, an enemy to my enemy is my friend. The man that just called now said he didn't like the way Nnamdi Kanu put some words or so. I love since I start watching Nnamdi Kanu. That is the day I start listening to the real information that those in Nigeria need to know. Because the mainstream media in Nigeria will not show what Nnamdi Kanu is telling
anybody
all over
exactly.
the world. That is the reason why I'm also glued to him. Because he's the one carrying the news and he's telling it without fear or favor. So that is just it. So we need
Thank you,
all
Baba.
the
Thank you,
help we
David.
can in order to break down that country.
Yes.
Me, I'm not an Igbo boy, but I'm in support of a breakup in that country. I want it break because Nigeria has not given or favor any of my family members in date. I am a graduate. I left Nigeria through land. My brother owned a master degree and he left that country through land.
Jesus.
As I'm talking to you, I have a pain inside of me. Those I left in Nigeria, they don't know what time is it. They don't know.
David.
How can somebody from day one for more than 30 years after graduation, you hustle, nothing to show for it? The system chased us out of Nigeria. The system chased me and my elder brother out of Nigeria. Continue the good work. I'm support all the way. Nigeria should break up. Enough is enough. Nobody born of a woman can salvage what is left of Nigeria. It's not possible. The system is so corrupt that even if God even send an angel to Nigeria, it cannot work.
Thank you, David.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's as bad as that.
Thank you, Baba. Stay safe, eh? Yeah, thank you very much, eh? That's David from Germany. I have another caller. Good evening there.
Hello, Mr. Mayo. Good evening. My name is Christopher. I'm calling from Cyprus.
Chris from Cyprus. How are you today?
I'm doing very good. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I so much appreciate your program.
It's good to have
Thank
you
again.
again.
Thank you very much.
Go on.
Okay. I have just tuned into the program and I have listened to two callers. One talking about trying to judge Nnamdi Kanu based on his way of passing his message, and another one telling us about what those in Nigeria are lacking, the information they are not getting, the real information they are not getting, which he has been able to get from Mayagun platform and from Nnamdi Kanu platform.
That's right.
So you can see the two different things now. People will sit aside and criticize, but they don't have a solution to the problem. You can see, they see us, or they see you sitting down in your table discussing the issue because you love the people, and that is why you're profiling a solution by asking your members to also profile a solution. That is love. But for those criticizing, they don't love their people, and I believe these are the people being paid to discredit your efforts. And these are the people we don't want to welcome because they are saboteur. Now, considering what has happened, you and I know very well that there is no way we can salvage Nigeria. It's unsalvageable.
No way.
There is nothing we can do to change it.
No way.
An experiment that's been going on for the past 60 years, tell me, when will the results come outside? I've been in that country. I schooled there. I left, and I also schooled here. An electrical engineer. By profession, by practical. I am working there, but my brother, I am not thinking of going back to that contraption called Nigeria. Simply because the moment I go there, every of my dream is killed. They will be punished. So what other way?
The funniest thing is that those whose Nigerian politicians have already destroyed their dreams, but they are living on a false hope painted to them by the politicians, will be telling you that it's a lie. There are people who come back and their dream, they do this, they do that. What happened to you who are there? Why are you not blossoming? Why are you not being prosperous? Why is Nigeria poverty capital? Why do you want people who are doing better to come back to you so that they can do better more? Why are you not doing better? Why are you not worried that you are not doing better? Why are you not worried?
I can tell you, in this place I am, there are a lot of Nigerians who have master's degree, PhD, but they are not thinking of going back to that country, all simply because it's not favorable to them. And I wouldn't blame anybody who's running away from that country. You can see your last caller talking about going to Europe through land.
Through land.
You can know how painful it is. And somebody will sit somewhere to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is not doing well. Nnamdi Kanu is not doing this.
He's insulting us. He's insulting Yoruba. He's insulting this. He's insulting that. Nnamdi Kanu insults even Igbos. He insults Igbos more than he insults Yoruba. Some of you don't know. He insults those because they're full and all of that. Do you think those ones are happy with him too? Because you just want to say it.
So what are we not saying? And I think the way he is passing the message is the reason why we so much love him. And like I tell you, I believe the last three times I call you, I told you specifically that the method at which you deliver your message is the reason why we follow you. We don't care if you insult us. We don't care if you put sand in our tea or in our gari. The important thing is that you're telling us the truth. And as long as you stand by the truth, we will love you till the end. That is why Nnamdi Kanu had the highest army in Africa today.
Is more popular on social media than all African presidents put together. None of them have the same followers he can control if he wants to talk.
Nnamdi Kanu tell today to pick up arm, Nigeria will go down. That man have an army. When I mean army, he have an army. It's because he's standing by the truth. And Mayogun, you're building your army. I can tell you soundly today that the number of people you're reaching is far, far beyond what you're even telling us today, that is 30,000 or 40,000. No, I disagree with you on that. The number of people you're reaching is far beyond that. Maybe you should do your research very well, Mr. Mayo.
We are actually 35 million a week. 35 million a week. And it was because they shut Mayegun's diary down several times. They reduced us. They cut us down. They did a lot. Thank you, Baba.
We love you.
I love you all too. I love you
too.
We
love Nabikano. We love Simon Ekpa. We love Frank Bello. We love each and every one of you fighting for those back home, because they are the reason why we are doing this. If they don't know, they are still blind. And the earlier they wake up from their sleep, the better for them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one, eh? I have another caller here on the line. Hello. Hello. Let's see if I can get... oh, sorry. Hello.
Hello, Mayeguzari.
Yeah, you are true to Mayeguzari. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, calling from London.
Kunle from London. You are true to... Everyone is listening to you now, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. First of all, I am using this opportunity to say we Nigerians, we the good people of Nigeria, are very, very thankful to you for the good job you are doing.
Thank you.
You are doing a great job. And the aspect of Nnamdi Kanu, I had issue with him before as a Yoruba man, because I do say something. I am a Yoruba before being in Nigeria.
That's true.
So, but when the whole issue started, when he was calling out Yoruba, I expected him to go for the Yoruba leaders, not the whole Yoruba.
That's why I said, Kunle, that's why I said that the way his message come out and the way people receive it is the misunderstanding part of it. He never abused Yorubas. He's saying, most of the time,
later,
go on there.
But later, I now realize that he was saying the truth. Nigeria is a fraud. If we have to be realistic to ourselves, Nigeria is a fraud. There is nothing called Nigeria. So many of us who are in Europe, America, and other parts of the world today, we are here because these northerners pushed us out. And then when you look at the population of southerners who are out of Nigeria, you see so many professionals. Those who are supposed to make those who are supposed to make southern Nigeria great, Yoruba Nation, Biafra, most of them have been pushed out of Nigeria. And people who are now controlling the whole Nigeria now, even the southern part of Nigeria, are the Hausa Fulanis. Look at our seaports. Look at our airports. Look, everything in southern Nigeria.
And we have leaders. We have all of them there. And they are quiet.
These shameless and useless leaders. All these things are coming from our side, the southern part of Nigeria. Yet we cannot control any of it. This is very disheartening.
And if you talk, they will kill you. They will say they will kill you or arrest you.
I support Biafra, and after I understood what Nnamdi Kanu said, I started following Biafra Radio. I follow him on my Facebook page and all that. I know that this man is telling the truth. Unless we are.
Go on, sir. Oh, I think we've lost Kunle. So sorry, I've got another caller. Hello. Hello. There's so many people calling, by the way. So sorry if your number is being rejected. It's because there's so many numbers jamming in at a time. Hello, sir.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Adisa from London.
Adisa Iko, Baba. How are you?
I'm very fine.
It's good to have you again. Yeah, you want to have them again?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. I'll just go straight to the point.
Please.
I might be a bit controversial tonight, but that's fine. That's what
we do on my Egun's Diary anyway. Exactly, that's what we do. We are controversial.
I'll just hit the nail on the head straight. To be honest.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I got really annoyed when I was listening to the leader of the struggle of the my beautiful friends, the Eagles, the IPOP. I was really annoyed and angry. And I will state my fact.
Tell us about it, yeah.
Many of my Igbo friends are listening to me, and we are not enemies. I'm just stating how I feel and trying to point out some facts. Probably this will help to change the orientation of a lot of people listening to me.
Good. Go on.
I am 38 years old. I never fought in the war. I never fought in that war. So for me to hear somebody to continuously accuse me, call me names, blame me, abuse me for something I never participated in hurts a lot. Most of us, if not all of us, here on this platform, fighting to liberate ourselves from the claws of the wicked ones in Nigeria. Most of us didn't participate in this war.
We didn't.
And we all get blamed. How do you feel if a chicken drops on the table, they blame you? The table falls, the spoon falls down, they blame you. The market didn't open, they blame you. The shop closed too early, they blame you. It looks like everything wrong in Nigeria now, Yorubas are the cause. Well, that is not true. The leader of the Igbo kept hammering yesterday. I'm talking particularly about yesterday. Kept hammering on Yorubas. At some point, I just switched off. I just didn't listen again. Because I was starting to get really pissed off. Honestly, and I'm being frank. I was getting really pissed off. Because I didn't even know what happened during the war. I am just myself trying to feed my family and be happy. And I just get blamed for everything. Every news, every news platform in Nigeria is now owned by Yoruba. I'm sure Raymond Dokwesi is not Yoruba.
He's not.
He's not. I don't know if you know AIT, but I don't know if you know channels rather. But I know that Raymond Dokwesi is not Yoruba. And everything that falls on the table of Punch newspaper, everything that goes through the dailies, whatever news platform, Yoruba beats the blame. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make. We are in this boat together. We cannot use the other person as a stepping ladder to get to where we're going to, because with that, all of us will fall together and people will take us serious. So, this issue of name calling and pointing, accusing finger needs to stop. We all need to focus on the struggle, and our problem is in Abuja, not in the southwest. So we should face Abuja and face the north together. When we conquer them, we can now decide the kind of relationship we want to have. But this name calling, abuse today, abuse tomorrow, it's not going to work. Because at some point, Yorubas will start to respond. And things will get messy. And the enemies will just laugh at us and say,
Thank you, Adisa.
Let us just focus on the business and just get it done. We should be brothers. I didn't fight in the war. Many of us didn't fight in the war. We don't want to be blamed for.
Even what is going on right now in Nigeria, many of us have no contribution to it as well. We don't sign any budget. We don't make any law. We don't take any contract. We don't have any relationship with any of these criminals. But because I'm a Yoruba man, they abuse me here all the time. By the way, Adisa, you know, I'm the one that read all the thousands of comments. And many of them, they are directed at me. They call me names too, so I know.
And that's fine, but I expect that the person of Nnamdi Kanu should understand the impact of this on the overall struggle. That's the point I'm just.
But do you know the beautiful thing is this, Adisa? Before you go, for the sake of what you have just said, I believe that it is on record that you registered this your displeasure. Okay. On the other hand, when Nnamdi Kanu was in prison, he met other Yorubas that he later wrote a lot about, and he spoke a lot. Eloquently about how they supported him, what they gave him. That changes orientation and the rest of that. Whatever the new situation is right now, I believe that your displeasure has been registered. But look at it.
Yeah.
As much as we feel like some of these things will divide us, in my own opinion, it seems that it's not really affecting us. Look at this Diaspora Radio idea. If you want to see those who have actually made it possible for us to continue to talk about it this way, your brother, my brother, Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, and with the names I have seen so far, people have contributed simply because the idea is beyond tribal profiling, okay? So we'll make a lot of difference when we begin to listen to ourselves, when we begin to express ourselves like this. So with time, we'll begin,
My general, God sees my heart. I have nothing against the Igbos. I want their struggle to be successful.
And many of us are like that too. Many of us are like that too.
I'm happy. I just don't want to be part of the blame game all the time for things that I do not even know. I would prefer the leader of the struggle to say, Tinubu, or this person, mention their name. Let us know the bad example. Tell us the bad example.
And we are bold enough as well, by the way. We are bold enough as well to take all of them on. So, you know what I mean? So, we don't need to prove anything to anybody.
All through yesterday, I didn't hear the name of Amit more than 5 times. But Yorubas was like 1,000 times.
They come here too. You know, one thing is that they come here too. Some of these accounts are faceless accounts. Some of them are pseudo accounts. They come here too. If you read the comments on my broadcast right now, you will see over 300 of them who are more or less like blaming Yoruba for everything. Yoruba is the cause. Yoruba. I understand where you are coming from, but with time, we will make a difference. Okay.
The fact that we are not responding doesn't mean we are idiots.
I understand. I do. Thank you, Baba.
We are smart. We are just quiet. God bless you. Thank you.
Have a good one, Baba. So I have another caller. I hope I brought you on. Hello. Hello there. So I understand where Adisa is coming from. When you begin to, you are Mayegun's diary, for instance. You said you love what Mayegun is doing. And you still go ahead to drop comment to abuse Yorubas, call Yoruba names. Yoruba is this. Yoruba. You are Mayegun's diary. You love Mayegun. Then at the end of the day, you expected Mayegun to feel good. Well, I have outgrown that. I have outgrown comments like that. Because most of them, when you end up checking them out, they are more or less like fake accounts and the rest, you know. But there are genuine accounts who come here. The funniest thing is that they spam my broadcast. They copy and paste the same thing. Yorubas are Hausa slaves. Yorubas are Fulani slaves. Meanwhile, we come here to discuss how things affect all of us. Despite that, they still say, be careful of Yoruba this, Yoruba that. So I understand. Many people say that will make it so difficult for anybody to sit down together with anybody. And some of them do say, we don't want to have anything to do with Yoruba. We don't want to have any conversation with Yoruba. Yorubas arbitrary, this and that. But you are Mayegun's diary. Writing on Mayegun's diary, telling Mayegun, I don't want to have anything to do with Yoruba. And you are here using your own time. You know what I mean? It's so crazy. But with time, I hope a difference will be made. I'm going to take my last call. And this time around, I think it's going to be Koiki, the lucky one. Koiki, can you hear me? Koiki, Baba.
The only general that also is controlling some other generals.
You know I'm bigger, Koiki. You know I'm big. Before now, I've always been known as a one-man mopo. I've always been this Igidadru and all of that, right? Right now, it seems that one way or the other, the real army of Mayegun are actually building up now. People, the world is just about to find them.
They will build up, and the reason being is because you see, you know the job you are doing, the job we are doing. I'm not talking about the media where you just don't talking. Everybody has a job, and until you are trained on that job to get it right. So I'll go back to the conversation that we are on tonight, but the first thing is, even before you apply for a visa to any country, you have to study it.
That's right.
My brother lives there, and he used to say to me that if you know the law, you can be in any part of the world. And I'll give you an example, and this is reality. He traveled all the way from Malaysia. This is about almost 10 years ago. Came to this country with no visa. Without what? No visa.
No visa.
But it takes an intelligent person to do that. It takes an intelligent army to build another set of army. I've been hearing, people have been saying to what Nnamdi Kanu says. I think we Yoruba, we are overreacting.
Because they put Koiki, they put this liberalism in our head. Fake. It's fake.
No.
I want to add something there, okay? So that probably will make sense to you. I'm sorry that I had to cut you there. I'm so sorry, okay?
Go ahead.
Now, Yorubas, they made us believe that because we are educated, then we are liberals. So we can't look up to the leaders and challenge them in any way, or we can't speak up just anyhow. Political correctness or something that is ours. So when they hear people like Nnamdi Kanu, they're like, what? So many people don't like Mayegun too. You know that now. They say it doesn't have any respect and all of that. So some people just like, what? That's so crude. How can it be? You know what I mean? So go on, Baba.
What I'm trying to say is the real cocoa that we are facing that is affecting everybody, whether you are Igbo, you are Hausa, you are Yoruba. Okay, let's all leave the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and the Yoruba and Oduduwa for just 1 second and close our eyes. Is it the way they are treating the Alimajiri now? Is it right?
It's not.
So that is the question. So the bigger picture is everybody has suffered that injustice that has taken place for a very, very long time. But one thing is, some of us have a little bit of reflection. Some of us are overreacting. Some of us cannot take it anymore. And the majority of us might think, it's because some of us are outside. No. Even those inside, the only difference is, as we all know, if they say certain things, they will pick them up. So what we need to understand is, there's a picture that we are looking at which is bigger than what individuals say. If we break it down, as we speak right now in Nigeria, they've unlocked Lagos today. Are we happy with the situation there?
No.
Knowing that it can affect any one of us, whether it's our family or not. Let's put that on that side. Do you know that, I said to people that they will keep saying, Nigeria, you can be a billionaire. We agree, but it is that same country that will kill you within a minute. Do you not see that young girl that's the best dancer, is well known all over the world because of her dancing, and yet that same country killed her?
What about the young people who are committing suicide because of the depression they are facing? That people are now asking, how long did they get here? How old are they? The frustration, nobody is listening to them. And that is going on a rapid scale too. Frustration, hopelessness, because of the situation in the country.
So what we just need is, like I keep saying, is not, yes, there will be Mayegun, but there must be other Mayegun behind Mayegun. Everybody that is watching you right now, all over the world, can put in 1 minute video in any of their platform and it will circulate that same way Mayegun is speaking.
Fantastic.
But yet they just want to come down to Mayegun and put all the anger there. No. It is beyond that now. We must have a kind of different Mayegun in different ways. If they want to say it the way they want to say it, that's fine. They might not say it the way Mayegun is saying it. I've seen a lot of people that physically they will say they don't like Mayegun, but they watch you. And they watch you because they watch it from another platform. Like if I restart that program that you're doing now, they will not watch it on Mayegun, but they'll come and watch it on my own program. And that is people that know the truth, but they sit their mouths. And the Nigeria of today, whether you were born yesterday, you were born 60 years ago. Everybody has been badly affected. And we are still being affected as we speak right now.
And the question is, and I keep asking that, Koiki, can your children survive in Nigeria if anything happened to you now? I mean, can your children survive if you are not here anymore?
Example of a dancer that is well known. What more can you say? She's okay. At least she's far better than at least a lot of Nigerians. But when she got the phone, according to what they say, if the country was good in the first place, should that still be happening where there's a lockdown and there's a music school or dancing school or whatever happening? Let's put that to one side. If there was electricity, would they be running generator? No. Let's break it down. This young girl was killed because we don't have constant electricity. As we speak right now in your own house, as I'm watching you, they will have to come and do tests, maybe 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, in your own private house to make sure that electricity that you are even using does not harm you.
That's right.
So this young girl now has been killed by a system that should have sorted out that electricity all that 60 years ago.
And when you are talking about it, the generation that is today, today's generation are the champions of those who want to shut you down. Why is that?
Well, it will continue like that because a lot of people say it's their mindset. No. I was a Nigerian during that election. And I'll wrap this up before I let somebody, because I know there's a lot of callers. I was at one polling unit, I can't remember, in a very rural area in Abeokuta, during the governorship. They were even shocked when they saw in media, in this, because they've already taken bribe.
Tom printing ballot paper.
So when we got there, they were shocked. And the first reaction was, everybody was just running. And the guy that drove us, they said, no, don't worry. This one is just an observer. It doesn't have to. Anyway, to buttress my point, they continue like everything was normal. When we were about to leave, now they want to bring their complaint. And you know what I said to them? I said, you can't bring this complaint because what you're doing is wrong.
You are Tom printing.
To take outside this rural area to tell the world that you have suffered because of injustice. I said, because you have already sold your conscience right here. This is 2019. When I was in Nigeria to cover the election.
And we need more people like you. You know why Diaspora Radio is so mattered, right? You have been doing all of that with your own personal resources. Do you know how it's going to be if you could get a platform that is interested in what you are doing and help you go further? Do you know amount of information you will be digging out?
2018 at Gatwick Airport, as I was touching down, I said I want to visit all the local if maybe I would have been arrested by now, because the plan was I will go into all those community and be able to project like someone like you onto their screen, like somebody else, tell them that the message is what, but like you said, it's very difficult.
We won't send you to do that, Koiki. We will get to them remotely.
So that's why I'm
exactly.
So that is why I'm saying that the message, as we speak right now, some people have not shared that program. That program you are doing right now, they've not even shared.
There are many that will share, exactly.
How do we get the truth? And I was in Downing Street over on Friday when I went to protest at the Chinese embassy. Myself and Mr. Sampson.
I saw the video.
I went to protest. The police came there and they walked. We told them we are here to protest. And we didn't cover the code live broadcast. Everybody can hear it. That is not where we don't want to sacrifice, and we want to enjoy what we don't want to sacrifice for. I will leave it on that note.
Thank you, Koiki. On that note as well, on that note as well, we will draw the curtain tonight. I'm so sorry for those who are trying to call in. That will be the last caller tonight. Koiki, you and I get talk, and you know about it. I've just not told you yet. Now I'm telling you, but I'll make it official when it's time. Thank you, Koiki. So that's a Koiki there for us, and on that note, we will draw the curtain. There's a lot to learn from me. There's a lot to learn from my friends. I do this because I wanted to do it. And I can continue to do this because nobody needs to pay me to do this. To God be the glory that without anybody paying me a dime because I don't need it, I managed to make a reputation and a name for myself. A name that indeed opens wallets. People I've never met. People I may never meet. Through my messages, through this platform, built on truth, passion, and compassion for humanity first, before a fake country that we have come to realize that millions have been misled and millions have lost their lives, protecting that lie called a country. Now, if my friends believe so much in my integrity, which is great, and I've said it, money will be the least thing that will actually make you probably not like my ego again. But I will work on the other one that I know, at least with time, maybe with age, I'll begin to tone it down. And that is the way I present my program. So maybe for years to come, that may play down. But for now, that the fire is burning, my friend said, Mayegu, we believe in you. If you want it, we will make it happen. And my best quote in life is, if you can think it, you can do it. Just the same way I sat there on the balcony of my old grandpa's house in Odogbolu, Ogun State, back then in 2011. Nigeria just had an election. I was living with my little family in Odogbolu. Just like this, the thought came, do you really think you can make any difference here anymore? Then I decided. The thought came. And today, I am a legalized resident of the UK. I have the chance of becoming a British citizen. That is a chance now. I earned it. And if I sit before you to tell you about something I think, that I strongly believe that can make a difference, you may have your doubt. It's understandable. But do not ever compare Mayegu with others. I am not in competition with anybody. I earned this. And my friends trust me for that. So, the only people I hold that responsibility to now is to ensure, as you have heard them on the call, is to ensure that this path that we have charted, we continue to tidy it, we continue to widen it, and let's see how far this can take us. But one mistake you must never make is to underrate us. If you underrate us, if you underrate what Mayegu and his friends can do, you will be doing so at your own peril. And I'm saying this with all sincerity, not bragging. And if we brag, trust me, we have earned it. So, the worst mistake you must never make, if you have the opportunity of watching this video, anywhere in the world, a politician you are, or wherever you want to call yourself, the worst mistake you must never make is to underrate us, because you have no idea of what we are capable of doing. You have no idea. But you will find out. To my friends, we are currently at 4 grand. I think 4,200. We are going to 10,000. A studio will not be opened with 10,000 pounds. But you know what you are doing? You are laying the foundation. You have you've woken up this roaring, angry lion in me that is about to explore what you will never imagine. And with what you are doing so far, we will build the foundation. In 6 months' time, after our first broadcast, you will be proud that you actually joined in doing this. I'll keep saying that. So do not underrate what we can do. You may not know how far we can go. You may know where we are now. But do not make a mistake of underrating us. It will be the worst you will ever make. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I'll see you some other time. Tomorrow, I think I'll finish early as well. But stay safe. Until then, let us take that donation beyond. Guys, I know many of you have been asking me to put up a Bitcoin, to put up a PayPal, to send you my account. Come on. I knew I could get all of that on. But as it is now, let's keep it tidy. on GoFundMe. At the top of this page, there are links everywhere. Tap them, make your own contribution, and we'll see how that takes us, as I said. Until I see you next time, enjoy the rest of the evening. Sorry.
Tẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ báàgì lẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọjà ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù ọ̀ bọ́tà lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọ́ mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sí mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹ̀yìn lábàrá o gbogbo ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ wà á kábùkù. Máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní bí wọ́n níran o. Máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí ló yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Bye bye.